Now at 5, dangerous heat and high humidity. A few storms too. I'll have your forecast.
Metro Police say a domestic incident turned into a police chase, then an officer-involved shooting. A man and woman are dead tonight. We'll break down the latest information from police on the Indy's northwest side.
And it's a first for the city of Indianapolis,
where a new partnership now is making it possible for more people to get into affordable housing.
And I'm live on Main Street in Speedway. We're looking for the green flag for Brickyard 400 weekend. The Holler parade is here on Main Street any moment now. Live from Indy, you're watching 13 News.
And as you can see from our board here, it is a weather impact alert night across central Indiana.
So take a look at this. We've got heat indices that are all triple digits, and that's all over the area right now at 5 o'clock on this Thursday. Here's a live look downtown. Hopefully you've had a chance to get some relief from the heat today.
Yeah, unfortunately, these temps not going anywhere anytime soon. Angela has a look at what's going to happen tonight and what we can expect headed into the weekend. It is Friday Junior after all.
It is Friday Junior, so we can go ahead and start talking about the weekend. Another weather impact alert day tomorrow. We'll drop them for the weekend because we expect more coverage in terms of storm chances. But we've added Monday, Tuesday for weather impact alert days because, as you two mentioned, the heat isn't going anywhere. Let's take you back to those feels like temperatures in the triple digits, feeling like 100 in Indianapolis, 102 in Shelbyville and Columbus, and currently feeling like 109 in Seymour. Heat alerts continue for central Indiana. These will expand east, covering a good part of the eastern half of the country. Another type of alert due to the threat of severe weather. This is a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for areas north and west of Indianapolis. You can see the line of storms rolling through Chicago. We've had one storm east of Indianapolis. This impacted parts of Hancock and Henry counties with some strong winds and very heavy rain. It has weakened, but we still have the flood advisory in effect near and just north of I-70. Picked up a quick couple of inches of rain. Coming downtown for a Fever and Aces this evening. It's hot. It's muggy. Temperatures in the upper 80s and low 90s this evening. Take those extra bottles of water. You can do that as you're headed to Victory Field tonight because of the high heat. And it's going to be hot again for Colts Camp tomorrow. Temperatures back into the 90s for Family Day.
All right, thanks so much, Angela. With weather like this, it's really important to know the symptoms of heat exhaustion and heat stroke. You want to get that early.
Yeah, because it can sneak up on you. So here's a look here. If it's heat exhaustion, you might have some dizziness, thirst, heavy sweating, or nausea. Now, if it's heat stroke, it is confusion and unconsciousness.
Either way, if you're feeling that something's amiss, you might want to call 911 immediately to make sure that you're getting advice from a medical professional. Now, you can keep track of the rising temps if you have our Live Doppler 13 weather app.
The weather team will also keep you updated on the forecast in their blog. It's a free download in your phone's app store. And we have some breaking news tonight at 5.
That's right. In just the last 20 minutes here, we learned that a former IMPD officer now is under arrest tonight. This officer is accused of child molestation while he was an officer. We're told Indiana State Police started investigating after getting information about suspected child abuse from several years ago.
They then searched the suspect's house in New Powell before arresting him today. Metro Police tell us he retired in 2024 and is no longer employed by them. We are working to learn more about these allegations and any charges the suspect may face.
And as we learn more information, we'll keep you updated on air and also online at WTHR.com.
Developing tonight, a man is dead after a shooting involving Metro Police.
This happened on the northwest side around 8:30 this morning, but we're told it all started about an hour earlier, 7 miles away. That's where police say that the man shot and killed a woman.
Samantha Johnson reports.
Metro Police tell us they believe this started as some sort of domestic incident. They confirmed to us this afternoon the suspect and his alleged victim were married. What happens next, Metro Police call a direct attack on officers.
Just after 7 o'clock Thursday morning, a woman found shot in a driveway on North Ritter Avenue, not far from 46th and Emerson on the northeast side. The man responsible, police say, took off, driving across the city to the northwest side.
Currently in vehicle pursuit All cars were in vehicle pursuit, and they're now eastbound against traffic.
Officers tracked him down less than an hour later, but the man took off again, leading police on a chase.
During the pursuit, the suspect stopped driving on at least 3 occasions, during which the suspect fired several shots at officers.
Still northbound and still shooting at an officer.
A viewer catching part of that chase on cell phone video.
The suspect eventually exited the vehicle in the 900 block of 32nd Street and pointed a rifle in the direction of officers.
Not far from MLK and I-65, at least one officer fired back, hitting that suspect.
Shut down northbound MLK.
Metro Police say the man died at the hospital.
I've seen the videos, and I feel for every person who found themselves suddenly in the middle of a crime scene just by walking down the street. This is not okay. No one should have to go through that.
All this playing out during the morning commute. 2 neighborhoods on opposite sides of town and dozens of drivers in between.
It was very scary for our community that one of them could have been shot.
What our officers experienced this morning was not just dangerous. It was a direct attack on their lives while they were working to keep our community safe.
Metro Police sharing these photos of the 2 guns found at the scene. Their 2 cars now riddled with bullet holes. No officers were hurt. In Indianapolis, Samantha Johnson, 13 News.
Investigators are gathering video evidence from the chase this morning, and they certainly would love to hear from you if you saw or heard something. You're urged to call police.
Tonight, a woman now knows that she'll spend 12 years in prison for a crime spree across Indy.
We had our camera in the courtroom this morning as this lady, Denise Honorio, appeared before a Marion County judge. She took a plea agreement following the incidents that occurred in February of last year.
They included an attack and robbery outside Methodist Hospital, an assault outside the Fresh Time in Broad Ripple, and the vandalism of 47 cars in a downtown parking garage.
A new home in Marion County is expensive. The average price now, $325,000.
But Habitat for Humanity wants to make it easier for families to afford a new home. So for the first time in 25 years, Habitat is building a small Marion County subdivision. Ella Rhodes reports.
Buying a house isn't as simple as it once was. Greater Indy Habitat for Humanity says the number of affordable homes is scarce.
There's a very low supply and a tremendous demand, so that outweighs the ability for homes to stay inexpensive. It's also much harder now and much more expensive to build them.
Instead of the traditional single-lot homes Habitat Indy builds, it's building its very own subdivision. Devon Creek, CEO and president of Habitat Indy, Jim Moore, says their Devon Creek community is the affordable solution for some families.
Land is very expensive now to be able to keep homes affordable. So this is allowing us to do 10 homes, build a community, while also being able to provide affordability as that's getting farther out of reach for first-time buyers.
Habitat bought the lot back in 2020 on 46th Street and Millersville Road. All the homes will be 2 stories and 3 to 4 bedrooms. Moore says with the help of the NCAA, Devon Creek is possible, so families can have a 0% interest mortgage.
For decades, this lot stood empty, and at one point the community says they thought a church was going to be built here. Well, now 10 families will get to call it home in a few years.
Well, they both invest in the mission, right? They'll invest in eventually these families that are going to live here by helping us to build those homes, which helps to keep our costs down.
Only 5 of the homes have been sold so far, and Habitat says to apply for their program if you're interested. In Indianapolis, Ella Rhodes, 13 News.
Now, Habitat plans for construction to start by next spring and all 10 homes to be built by 2027.
Indianapolis EMS just broke ground on a brand new headquarters for their ambulance service.
So the new location is near 38th and Keystone, and it'll offer more space and capabilities for EMS training, the ambulance fleet, and their logistics team. And it'll be located near the new Marion County Public Health Department lab.
Right now, Indianapolis EMS responds to about 400 calls every single day. So far, no date when this project will be complete.
Happening now, an annual tradition ahead of the Brickyard 400 out on Main Street in Speedway.
That's right. We're talking about the Brickyard Holler Parade rolling into town. That's where we find Rich Nye, who joined us now live tonight. Looks like those trucks are rolling in right now, Rich.
We are moving not at race speed, but at parade speed here on Main Street in Speedway. This is what they call the Holler Parade, where all the transporters, the semi-trailers that bring the cars to the track, are giving us a parade today. And so we're checking out all the trucks. Every once in a while they blast the horn. I got some kids here with me. Do you think we can get them to blast the horn? How do we do that? How do we do it?
Just
like this? Let's see if we can get them to blast a horn. Can we get him to blast the horn for us? When they do this, there we go. Yeah, all right, all right. Where are you guys from?
I don't know.
You don't know where you're from, but you're here to have a good time tonight? What do you think of these big trucks?
They look cool. Cool, they're cool, but they're loud.
They are loud, they are loud.
Look cool and loud.
Do you like the race cars?
Yes.
Okay, now do you know anything about NASCAR? Do you have a favorite driver? Do you watch the races at all?
No.
Sometimes, okay, tell me about it.
Sometimes we watch it with our grandma.
Okay, do you have a favorite driver? Do you know any of the drivers?
No.
Okay, well, we're still gonna have a good time tonight watching these trucks arrive. We've got live music coming up. We've got drivers will be on hand. We've got some autographs and driver appearances coming up. And we have drinks. Well, we definitely need drinks out here. It is hot tonight, even though there's a little bit of a breeze. That breeze is very warm. This goes until 7 o'clock tonight. We're still waiting for about half the field to arrive here on Main Street in Speedway. We'll check back in just a few minutes.
Yeah.
All right. Hydration is key, but we've never been so happy to hear a horn.
Yeah, we were all honking back here.
We better honk for those kids, the next generation of race fans.
Yeah, well,
good job, Rich.
You pull them aside, Rich, and teach them some race history.
Yeah. There we go. Good job. Rich Nye always delivers. All right. Other news now. Housing ICE detainees at Camp Atterbury. It's now getting mixed reaction from Indiana lawmakers.
What Governor Braun is now saying about the plan, that's new at 5:30. Plus, it's a cold case dating back 19 years.
We have the search for answers in the death of a 10-year-old boy and his stepmother. Angela.
And dangerous heat again in that Friday forecast. I'll cover that and look ahead to the weekend.
And Caitlin Clark will miss her 13th game of the season tonight as the Fever return home against the Aces. I'll preview that matchup in about 10 minutes.
Hot and humid up in Westfield today, but it doesn't dampen the excitement for what's going on the field for Colts training camp. Here from rookie tight end Tyler Warren. It's coming up for you on 13 Sports.